So this is from Martech, the website, and why organic search is becoming a brand trust channel. So this is very interesting. I actually have seen this trend on LinkedIn through colleagues on LinkedIn, and also at several other places where organic is becoming a brand play. Where you had like the zero-click search, which essentially the trend that we've all heard, that buzz term of traffic actually decreasing from organic, but yet you're still impressions, your website is still being shown even if people aren't clicking. And so the point I think here is that this is actually a very good point, and I agree with it, that organic search is becoming a brand trust. And not only that, branding is important, but so is trust in your organic as well. So to do well in SEO, to do well in AI search, we're seeing with a lot of our clients, in fact, every client, is your brand has to be a trusted brand. And I think that's the reason why leads that are coming from AI search, from generative engine optimization, are so good quality, is because someone comes up in that conversation, a brand comes up, a product or service comes up in that AI search conversation. It immediately sets it aside as a trusted vehicle. So I think that's one piece of it. And the other piece is, and I think the moral of the story is, don't ignore your SEO too, would be the advice here, right? Just because everyone's, hot to trot in AI search, traditional SEO is still very viable, is still a channel. And you should be, if you're a brand, if you're not doing this, you should be doing it for both, optimizing for SEO, optimizing for AI as well. So I thought this was a very interesting article. Catherine, thoughts on this one?
So we talk about zero-click search, like Nick mentioned, but for those of us who've seen the actual data of the zero-click search, are probably seeing similar things, and that is the search phrases that normally would have been sort of longer tail and maybe related to content that could point to a website are the ones that are getting the zero-click searches. The brand-related keywords are still getting clicks.
Right.
And that is direct evidence of what this article is talking about, in my opinion, because in the transition, the early days of this new era of transitioning search habits and AI and all these things, in the early days, the brands that were starting to show early signs of being shown in AI models are the ones that already had a strong brand.
Right.
Because people are doing their research for information about you often off-site, either through other listings, directory listings, or directly in
Yep.
the LLMs. And then once they're ready, they look you up with the intent of finding your website and gathering the about sort of information about a brand, and that's how they're using the website now. So yes, it is a brand trust channel nowadays, because that is how people are using it. It's part
Right.
of how search patterns are changing.
Yep. Yep. I actually had someone ask me on LinkedIn not too long ago, how are you measuring success of an AI search and from a GEO program? And my answer was simple, but because right now it's still very simple, how we're, reporting this, any type of growth. One is direct traffic, an increase in direct traffic, and that's indicative of brand, right? Another one is your uplift of your branded search, and that's an indicative of trust in a particular brand. And then, of course, there's maybe direct traffic from the LLMs directly. And then there's, maybe some other, using some third-party paid tools that may give you various prompts that, your brand is showing up for. Bing, Webmaster Tools from Microsoft Copilot, they have some data. Google, you could probably look in Google Search Console and look at long tail keywords, and maybe some of those you could attribute, some of those ultra long sentence to actual, not keywords, but maybe more of, prompts that are being entered. But but the underlying theme there is brand and the trust. So it's important.